What's up? It's your girl G.I. Peachez, aka the Project Barbie, but you know me as Soulja Slim Sister, and you are tuned into Nolazine right here, right now.
If you ain't on Nolazine, you ain't on.
Gotcha. You know, we done, me and you done did like a few interviews.
We have. I'm goaded in now.
Hey, but I'm not gonna try to be controversial today.
Yeah.
But people, always like refer you to being Soulja Slim Sister, but a lot of people don't really still give you that respect as a music artist.
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like nowadays they're kind of opening into it because now they know, well, put it like this. They see me as so many characters that it's kind of hard for them probably to just pinpoint what is that one thing that I do. So I respectfully say that, but I am an artist first.
Gotcha. And you just had that feature with on BG.
Yeah, the big feature with BG, yeah. So that kind of put me in a different lane, that song.
And so how that feature came about?
So when I went to see him in Lafayette, he was like, yeah, you got to send me something. So I just kind of brushed it off because I'm like, niggas always say that. But then he hit me up, honestly, and was like, you going to send me some or what? So I just was like, fuck it. I go in the studio, I do that particular part. I'm like, I'm going to just send him this shit. So I didn't even think of the song as it was going to be as big as it turned out to be. And I sent it to him, and then he sent his verse back, and it it was just OBG. It just felt like OBG. And for a lot of people, it just felt like him getting back in his bag. So just to hear the verse and really hear him connect with the verse, it was crazy.
Gotcha. It's crazy because it's like, but him and your brother was supposed to do so much together.
Yeah.
And, he just automatically just,
It's crazy because that's my first real vouch. Like real big time vouch on a major level. It came from him, and that really put me in a different lane. So he really a stand-up guy.
Right, and it just show you like, it don't cost that much.
It does not, just to keep it real, right? It's free to keep it real. It really is. It does not cost anything to keep it real. And if you loyalty doesn't end, it stays intact.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't speak on it, but like a lot of people don't be the person who they need to be after the person passed away.
They don't.
And like for him to do this, like 20 plus years still,
him coming from his situation, because you got to think about it, he's still really gripping and grinding, really getting back to where he was
trying to figure it all out.
Figure it out. So for him to do that for me, that was definitely big. It was a big vouch, and I know that my brother is probably somewhere like, yeah, that's real. That's real love.
And I think your brother would have did the same thing, vice versa.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course. My brother would have definitely, very much a stand-up guy. It would have done nothing other than that. So I know he definitely proud.
Gotcha. So, like I was saying, but most people don't really respect you as an artist. So, I definitely got you here. I want you to freestyle for the people who not, I'm like respecting, but your artist craft and all this. It was just thinking, you out here playing because you Soulja Slim Sister, but you got to show them, but you got bars too.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Look. His water wet, yeah, they hate me because love is the heart attack. How these niggas got hoes catching heart attacks. I break hearts and I don't call them back. Project Barbie shit, who started that? From the 3, ain't no question who bought it back. It's a verse for a fee, ain't no starter pay. They be stubborn, but I do not fall for that. Look, they be snitches though. Really, really scum. I'm talking kitchen flow on the internet and never getting dough. Make an email, then a fake page. Type in my name just to let me know. Like, bitch, why would I give you the time? Like, on some shit. Why would I waste any time? Yeah. Project Barbie from the 3.
But you ain't playing with him, huh?
Nah.
Gotcha.
Nah.
So how have you been since the last time we did an interview,
Ooh, things have changed. Things have changed a lot. Things have changed a lot for me since we last did an interview. So in a good way, though. That's in a good way. Because I did the song with BG. I done went viral a couple times. They've seen me at shows out in Texas and shit with BG. So a lot of things have really, really changed since then. But we still like getting it out the mud, of course, as always.
Do you feel like, it's time for you to move? Like you feel like, everybody, people show you more love when you like travel?
I do. That's why I want to get on the road more. Do a little more on the road. I love going out of town. I love meeting the people out of town and spending that time with them and picking up on their habits and cultures and things of that nature. It really, really intrigues me. So I fuck with it. That's why I like being on the road. I think Houston has now been one of my favorite places to go.
Right, I've been telling people, I'm like, man, if you do anything in New Orleans, just travel the world and kind of see it. Cause like,
yeah, because you got to
like,
bring back home. You can't just leave completely, because you can't change things if you leave. You know, if you leave, you got to bring back so people can understand that this is a culture, because we don't want them to completely gentrify our culture. So we got to leave and come back and show people who we are in the world.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When I traveled, I went to like, during the pandemic, I went to like 50 states.
See?
Because it was cheap. It was like, but it made me want to turn up New Orleans more.
Exactly.
Because I feel like people love our culture, but they don't respect us.
They don't respect us. And when you go to these other places, it's like even their club scenes and things is way more advanced than we are. I feel like we're behind in a lot of things.
Yeah, we are.
Resource-wise.
And like, that's the main reason why I try to push this media thing so hard. Because it's like, we don't have no real media here.
We don't.
And
we
like,
don't.
And like, you know, a lot of people are starting to come out, but they're really like bloggers. Like, we need real media. Like I ain't gonna lie, like 2 weeks ago, I was ready to quit. I was ready to quit like rapping.
You can't, bro.
And I was like, man, if I quit, who's gonna do it?
It's nothing else. It's nothing else. I don't understand why we don't have streamers. I feel like we would be perfect.
We have streamers. It's just that they haven't been. But they're not big yet. But they just started.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That should be a market that we should be like abundant in, because people spend so much time on these other apps like Instagram and stuff. But you could really take that talent and that gift and really show people. Because when I went to Beagle, people were interested in New Orleans culture. Like, they'd heard so much about it, but they never really got that chance to see it firsthand. Yeah, and it was like they would come back just to see that on Sundays, to see what a second line looked like. So I think it's we don't tap into these fields, but I think we would do great in these fields.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Just me doing this for over 5 years now. Doing it here, you don't get appreciated.
You don't.
Like, I wrote on Twitter, I said, man, like, people probably wouldn't appreciate Nolazine until I'm dead, or I just say, fuck it.
You get that big interview.
And I get the big interview
and that part. Yeah, they chopped that part up that made it to everywhere, and then they gonna, like you say, now you the problem because you want charge what you work. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's wild.
Yeah, I just think, you know, we don't make the money here, and also but we don't have the business mind frame to know that, you know, a lot of stuff really costs, and they just don't really get it.
People don't. People don't.
And crazy part is, but they do get it, because like when they travel, the people charge them. And
they're paying it there, but they don't want to pay it here.
Yeah.
It's just a different mindset. I think people in New Orleans just feel like everybody owes them something.
Yeah,
and I think that's really why people in the world don't really like people from New Orleans that much.
They feel like everybody owes them something.
They feel like everybody owes them something. And it's not like that in the world. Like, no, like, that's not the right mindset to have.
I remember when I first started, people used to pay Say Cheese and send me Say Cheese posts. Like I don't do the same thing. Like, what you showing me? You showing me you pay somebody? Like, I'm not.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, they don't see it in their artists, but they see, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really the blueprint. Like, we really made the waves.
I actually get happy when I see people from New Orleans support somebody. Like just M-Line. Like, just seeing the city support them, like, man, that's dope. Like,
that is very
It's hard.
Dope. It's very hard. And to reach the status that you reach and to really be able to keep pumping that out and be consistent with it, because you got to think about that too. Just as fast as you go up, you could come down.
Oh, yeah,
so to be consistent with it, I think we deserve nothing other than to be proud of those people.
Yeah, because guess what? As soon as you fall, they're going to laugh.
They're going to laugh.
They're
going to talk about it.
And they're going to say, man, but I always knew you was going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, they got more people, like, it's like as soon as you hit a certain level, they hope you fail now.
They hope you fail. They gonna treat you like an outsider. They gonna make fake pages and taunt you from fake pages. Try to find out what in your life is so bad that makes you feel like you're less than. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, and it just gets really freaky. But that's why you got to stay in tune to what your goal is and who you report to. You know,
man. I tell people, nah, man, just focus on the out of town artists.
Yes.
I like a whole audience. Like, find some people that you don't know, and like your strangers gonna make you rich, not the people that you know.
Not the people, because they won't. Like, even when we sell clothes, you know, it's the people out of town, because they're interested. They love the culture. Looking on the outside in is something that you might not never experience. So they're interested in that. So, you know, that's why I say tell people. If you ain't getting it in your family, your friends, don't quit. They got a whole nother audience, multi-millions of audiences.
Ain't crazy part is, like, you know, your brother was almost mainstream, but he never made it to that mainstream. But like, do you think did you think like, man, you know, people still be talking about your brother 20 years now?
I did not. I didn't think that it would be something that would be this long drawn on. I definitely didn't. And just these past couple years, it to get stronger and stronger, and we come up with it, and it's really like its own world, like its own world.
I be amazed when I hear like big rappers. I'm like, dang, but you knew Soulja Slim? Like, cause in my mind, like he was there, but he never got there.
But it transcends underground. You know what I'm saying? It transcends, and you know, underground artists are always really the bigger artists.
And like when I hear certain stories, like I watch it Vlad, and like, you know, if the Haitian dudes, Zoe was like, man, Soulja Slim was wild. I'm like, dang, he made it that fight. Like, I'm like, I didn't know he was hanging in Miami and everywhere. I'm like, dang.
Because he understood like that the road was where it was at. It was really nothing here. Even then, it was more on the road if you meet these people. You know what I'm saying? And learn from them. And I guess he was on that way. That's why they always say he was on that way to be that artist. And I think the things he learned when he got on that road was the things that really changed him later on in his career to want to be that entrepreneur that he was, you know, wanting to be.
But I always tell people, man, until you travel, you ain't gonna, but you're not gonna actually know nothing else but New Orleans.
You're not gonna know anything else.
And you know, people don't really know how scary it is. Like some people don't even know outside their neighborhood in New Orleans. It's not just New Orleans. Really like scary. Some people, it's like people on the West Bank don't really come over here.
And the same for us, right?
And like a lot of people, like I ain't driving on the West Bank, but if you lived in Houston, that's like close. But it's like we groomed ourselves to have a small mind, and I see why a lot of us have small results.
Exactly.
Because
you got to get out. You got to. It might be uncomfortable, and I think that's what a lot of it is. Just feeling out of your comfort zone and being uncomfortable. But if you're uncomfortable, you're doing something right. You're moving places. Your mind is stimulating. Now you're trying things. Like you got to try things. You can't be scared to branch out. You can't branch out if you're not moving.
Right. And I told people, I'm like, man, if I was a music artist, I'd be everywhere. I'd be hanging in Kenner.
You got to meet. The network is everything. Like it's not so much, it's the network.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. And also, too, it's about how you make people feel.
You make people, right. Because you can meet people in network and be an asshole.
And people gonna really...
and they not want to deal with you.
But if you take pictures with people and show them love and just, like, leave them with, like, a memorable thing, I think you'll have a fan.
All people want to do is feel like they're a part of your world.
Right. You know, the crazy part is I always told New Orleans artists, as soon as we get our mind and business together, we can win without being signed. Like, we do not take advantage of something that we have. We have Bourbon Street.
We have Bourbon Street.
If you just go on Bourbon Street on a Friday and Saturday and just meet strangers and get them to download your record and just take pictures with them, you can make your network like way bigger than what it is. It's like you gotta think about it. Certain cities don't have no big tourist attraction. You don't know who you might meet on Bourbon Street. So it's like, you know, we kind of like...
At the same time, you got to be cautious, too, because them people crazy down there.
They are. But, fuck, we crazy outside shit.
Yeah, we is crazy, but I ain't trying to get stabbed in my forehead for trying to give you my mixtape. They a little crazy down there. It gets crazy on Bourbon Street, so be ready when you go down there.
Right, yeah.
But but it's definitely, you meet people from all over. But that's just anywhere. Like if you, like we say, you go to a second line on a Sunday, there are very many, like there are people from all over the world. People come from all over the world to New Orleans just to sit down, talk, and eat here. So they definitely want to know more about what you is. You, as a New Orleanian, that is a big check off a list right there. Right. Like just when you open your mouth, people want to hear you talk.
Facts. Yeah, and like, you know, I had this post earlier, everybody were going, like, evidence, I'm like, Texas DJ said that Louisiana has the most easiest women to actually get at. And, you know, we was all in the shop and laughing like, man, Texas women has been always known to us as the easiest women. All we had to do is say baby. But he was like so serious and adamant about Louis. I'm like, man, I said, and then I told him.
But I don't agree with that.
But I also told him a difference. I said, man, you know there's a difference from New Orleans women and Louisiana women.
Okay, yeah.
As well,
so maybe we need to do that because I know a New Orleans woman will turn you the fuck down, rip the fuck out you, and send you back like, why the fuck I even came over there to talk to her.
But you know something too? You know the craziest thing I learned, like after Katrina? New Orleans women are so conditioned to New Orleans men, they can't take another man out of town serious. I know that's what they can go to Houston.
That is so true.
They go to Houston anyway. And they could be fucking damn near about to be married. If the right New Orleans nigga started talking that shit, They're back in rendezvous again.
I love a New Orleans. You gotta love a New Orleans.
It's like it don't matter how
you
hard.
ain't never. I got a song called Nola Niggas, one of my biggest songs, and they go, "You ain't never met a liar till you met a New Orleans nigga."
Dang. But I think it's hard to get I think it's hard for New Orleans women to get away from New Orleans men. Like I never saw one successfully. Like if one of them New Orleans ones coming for you, they be giving in. They're like, man.
New Orleans have some of the most handsome men in the world. Like people don't know that though. People be trying to downplay it. But New Orleans got some of the nice looking men, and they swag and the way they talk.
But I seen the ugliest ones with the game, and they still get.
That's what I'm saying. It's just demeanor.
Hey, but your brother said it. Hey, but strong game get anything.
That's what it is. Like I don't want no corny nigga, but they might be best for you, but I don't want no corny nigga.
Gotcha. So just speaking on that, like do you think that it's possible for us as New Orleans people to stop saying if we from New Orleans and like start claiming Louisiana?
Fuck no. Because we not from Louisiana. We from New Orleans. It's just different over here. Right. Like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's like when they be like, Florida woman, Florida man. Like, you don't want put yourself with them other people.
But the crazy part is if you go to Florida or one of the places, they're going to tell you, like, man, I'm from Miami. Or,
I'm not from no Florida because people from Florida is fucking crazy. And that's just like Louisiana.
I think you're crazy if you claim Florida. Like, if you don't claim your city, like if you say a Florida, like I'm from Florida, I think it's already
you're already
off.
That's a Florida lady. That's a Florida man. That's the headline right there. Florida woman, yes. Because
it's like Ebola Boosie brought. Like people call Boosie Mr. Louisiana, but they was like, man, it's so many greats in New Orleans. And I told someone, I'm like, the New Orleans people would never tell Boosie he not Mr. Louisiana or he the best in Louisiana because we don't claim Louisiana.
We do think he's the greatest, one of the greatest of Louisiana, but we do not think he's one of the greatest of New Orleans.
Right.
So that's like
if you had to put it all together, you'd be like, he's not in the top 5.
No, not for New Orleans. No.
No, if you did Louisiana, he's still not in the top 5 of Louisiana.
You wouldn't say?
Mm-mm. Talk about like the best to do it.
They changed. Got some
people on the wall. I can name 5.
Well, if we talking top 5, then I guess he wouldn't be in the top 5, but definitely
he'll be in top 10.
All right, cool. I'm like, he definitely top 10 because him and Webby did change music a lot for Louisiana.
But Young Boy took it to another level out there. And like but that's
Young
in the
Boy
overall.
will be in the list, but I wouldn't put him top 10.
He'll be top 10.
You would put Young Boy top 10?
Top 10. But for Louisiana, but not New Orleans. But like, if you speak on New Orleans, right?
Top 10 is wild, Darren.
Top 10 is hard. I got some hard ass. Like 5 is New Orleans.
That's why when you say top 10, I'm like, wait a minute, because you got to have more people from New Orleans. You got to have at least 6 or 7 from New Orleans and like 3.
But they're the top of the top though. It don't matter what people say. It made me realize a lot of people still haven't done what Juvenile done.
Well, Juvie gonna be on the list. Juvie got to be on every top list. Wayne got to be on there too. Wayne got to be on there. You
BG has influenced so many of the young culture with the drill. Like the drill, do not give the credit, but BG started drill. Think about it. He's talking about drilling in the 90s. They don't give him credit. BG started drill.
We'll put BG in top 10 New Orleans history.
Top 5. Detroit is still rapping like what BG rapping about.
Well, Detroit love BG. That's BG like hometown.
No, Florida too. They love your brother too. Yeah. And guess what? In New Orleans, Soulja Slim top 3.
In New Orleans.
Louisiana not gonna see it, but in New Orleans, your brother is our Tupac.
So we got Wayne, Juvie, Soulja Slim.
And it don't matter how you cut the cookie board. Mystical is one of the best.
So you want Mystical in the top 5? Mystical changed the game. Mystical changed the game. We're gonna let Mystical. And you gotta let Master P in because he did something different.
Not in rap. Businessman, not rap.
No, you gotta put P in that because ain't none of these people without Master P and Baby.
You're right. But there is a lot of people without Big Boy records. Chuck ain't rap.
But
if you can't rap, you can't rap. That's like if Silk the Shock like Master P.
I didn't say it, Darren said it.
No, Master P.
So when y'all be in the motherfucking comments.
Listen. No. Master P can rap good enough to make a song. He raps better than Birdman. But in top 5.
But what Master P did with music
10,
changed music, so you gotta put Master P in the top 10.
Top 10 music influencers. He influenced. But he's not no top 10
Okay,
rapper.
so we talk about rapper.
Like music artists. You think Master P has never been in the greatest of music
Master
artists.
P made Mr. Ice Cream Man.
He did, but he can't rap.
Well,
I think he can make a song. It's like a lot of people like, all right.
But if we leave,
All right.
okay.
I'm gonna say, okay, a lot of people can make songs who can't rap though. Like, I don't think but Nelly can rap, right?
Nelly, okay.
But I think Nelly can make great songs. Nelly know how to make hits. I never heard a song Nelly said, damn, Nelly went in on rap. He made catchy songs. All right, you could call it what you want. in the 90s, Silk the Shocker was one of the hottest rappers.
You're right,
but now they play him.
could not motherfucking
Right,
rap.
but now they play him. But guess what? I remember me bumping. It ain't my. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
You loved it because Mystical was on there. Not
No,
for
I love that. It's cool. That's cool. Dun, 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 dun.
You loved it because Trina was on
No,
there.
I liked the beat. KL. Dun, 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 dun. I think KL did that. I don't know. But it was songs like that song with Maya, Moving On. Well, then again, I think I liked it also, the Shaka songs with features.
See what I'm
You made me
saying? What's the
realize
regular Silk the Shocker song? You ain't had motherfucking Charger to the game.
I did, but I only liked it. I only wanted it ain't my fault. It was the hardest shit I heard.
He had a hot album though because of the features. They knew to put him on feet. They knew the features was going.
Well, you know what? We gonna stop playing on Silk. Silk is a great feature rap. He got to get that.
He got it. Yeah, he get the feature. The feature. Some niggas got to be the feature nigga.
Hey, he the feature nigga.
Because we don't need 216s. Fuck no.
Right, but see, like I won't start no controversy with you. But I post this, and Turk got mad at me, and people got mad at me. But I asked people who was the best music artist out of Turk and Silk, and people like, man, it's kind of hard because in the Turk speaking on music artists, Silk was a better music artist than Turk. Turk could rap better than Silk.
But I would agree. I'm gonna go with what they say because I fuck with Turk, but Turk went to jail, so Turk don't really have a catalog.
Before Turk went to jail, I'm talking about Turk just wasn't. I don't think Birdman gave Turk the fair opportunity when it was time to like really get out of his music on by itself. Like if Turk would have put a lot of music out when it was
but
throwing
if we
out
going
albums.
for feature, I mean they like.
I don't know.
Because they both artists that we really love from their feature songs, So if we going feature,
no. The difference between feature and Silk feature. Turk murdered his feature. Silk didn't do good.
That's what I'm saying. Now we don't even.
Silk
he just did all right.
Silk survived on his features.
You just tap him on the head and be like, you did good.
Like he survived the record. He didn't murder. He didn't. I'm
gonna go with Turk because Turk really was rapping.
It's a whole different. Like when Turk get on the feature, Turk actually murders his song.
Yeah.
But Silk need the feature.
Yeah. So
but if you ask the world, they're gonna think that Silk was the bigger artist.
He did have more hits.
Yeah, and also I think it would have been different if Turk was Birdman brother because Silk was Master P brother. So he pushed Silk harder.
That's not nice to say, Darren.
But I think he pushed him.
I think they did a good job with his campaign.
Yeah.
I do. He got the same chance. Yes, he did. He did. He did got a good chance.
Hey, everybody got to get their chance.
Everybody got to get their chance. That's stand-up guys.
Anyways, but like we are not trying to musically. We just speaking some real
musically.
We speaking some real music.
Yeah,
history.
this is just music opinions. Like,
so ask you this question: who you think a better rapper, Silk the Shocker or Birdman?
Man, I'm gonna go with Birdman. Simply off the fact of his verse on Bling Bling. Like, ain't no nigga could come on a verse but Baby and be like, man, I got these hoes ice sucking nuts. Like, only Baby. Like, off the back, like, Baby the coldest nigga ever just for that. Cause you gotta be a real boss ass nigga to come out, man, I got these hoes ice sucking nuts. Man, come on now.
Birdman said, my house, my car, my crib, and my home. Bitch, you'll never ride to one of his chrome.
Like Birdman started so hard on the track that you can't do nothing.
So
but love
Birdman a better rapper than Silk the Shocker?
Birdman about what he talking about. That's all I can say. I fuck with Birdman because he ain't lying on the track. And Birdman said he just bought a stretch PT Cruiser, a stretch Hummer Lex. He did that motherfucking shit.
Well, look, Birdman never claimed to be a rap. He see a game spitter.
Birdman gonna tell you what he got, and that shit sounds so motherfucking good that you better like that verse. With the platinum piece, the platinum chain, the platinum ice, and a platinum. What you mean? You ain't got no choice but to respect it.
Hey, Black wrote that. Hey, Black wrote that song.
But Baby made it sound good, you know?
Yeah.
Baby could have backed that shit up.
Baby made it sound believable.
That's the thing about Baby. Now, I do skip Birdman verses on songs because, you know, some songs I just feel like it's better to get to the next part. But I think that sometimes some Birdman verses like Bling Bling will go up in history.
I don't want you to, you know, you can be confident. I'm asking you this question. Do you think Birdman sometimes exaggerates his age on like a lot of these things? Like he'll be like, man, I was 12 years older than me. Cause like,
because Birdman came out the womb, had the
Birdman just posted a picture talking about he was 16 with the car.
But Birdman looked 35 like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what people were saying.
Like, niggas is looking
Niggas say you're old ass 16-year-old.
Like, what the fuck, bitch? You look like you done did time. You came back, took care of all 12 of your kids. Like, Birdman looked old as fuck on that picture.
They ain't even have to ID Birdman in the club.
Look, you walking up to the door, they letting you and everybody in. You gotta be old.
Oh, that's old, Brian.
Like, I was looking at the picture like, this nigga can't be under 30 on this picture.
That boy said he was 16. The comments were so funny.
Because when I seen it, I was like, people got to leave out there. They don't like to be in their 30s, but it's okay. Just come on over.
Oh, matter of fact, I made a viral post before we leave about that. Like, do you think in your late 30s you should be called the Unc or TD?
You know what? I'm only 34 and they call me auntie. And it be people that be like 29. I be like, bitch, you 29. Why I can't be 6?
But you have been auntie for a long time.
I haven't been auntie for no. I did been my
not TD level, but you've been little Soulja Slim auntie
I've
for a long time.
I've been auntie for. That's why it don't even bother me. I'm like, but I have been somebody auntie since I was 4.
Well, how
so
would you feel if somebody say, man, what up, TD?
I wouldn't even get mad.
I don't get mad. People call me Unc. So you know what I do now? I just call everybody else Unc around my age.
There you go. That's how you piss
and
other
with every
people
girl
off.
around my age, I call her TD.
That's how you piss other people off. Just do it to other people. Because I feel like that's why they doing it.
Hey, but everybody birthday posting, I be like, happy birthday, TD or Unc.
I
just get you out there early there.
Like, yeah. But nah, it doesn't bother me. People always call me auntie because, like you said, I'm my nephew auntie, so people know me as his auntie, so it don't really bother me. Gotcha. Like, as long as I'm a good-looking auntie, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Now, when they call me mama or mom, nah, I don't like that.
Granny.
Yeah, mama, granny, mama. Ooh, that's old. That's aged.
Dang.
That's aged right there.
But Momo is definitely aged.
That's aged.
Gotcha. And also, you know, before we run out here, last but not least, tell the world how they can find you.
I am specially the Project Barbie, so DAPROJECTBARBIE. Yeah, you can find me anywhere under that. And I'm G.I. Peachez, so just look up G.I. Peachez. All new music coming out this February. My new video just dropped for the intro for Uptown Finest, so y'all be looking out.
All right, we done.
If you ain't on Nolazine, you ain't on